Welcome to Third Eye Champagne. I'm Kirsten, Langston, author and intuitive. We're not live today. In case you hadn't noticed, we are not live today. I want to do a very quick clearing for everybody. It's been a hell of a few days, right? Hell of a Mercury retrograde. That is over today, by the way. I would just like to command right now that I clear. I didn't like the way I did that. Let's try it again. Look, the pendulum didn't like it either. The pendulum's like, no, we didn't like that. Okay. Please clear myself and everyone that is watching or will watch. Pendulum clearing's really easy. If you guys ever want to do it, you don't need to buy a pendulum. You can do it with a necklace on a chain as long as it's like a good heavy necklace. And it's one of my favorite ways to move energy. Y'all need a pretty good clearing. We'll just move out all that funk. Been a lot of funk going on. This is a funky Mercury retrograde. And that Scorpio full moon, I mean, I was feeling it. I don't know if y'all had the same experience I did, but I was all over that one. Still going. We're still clearing. My. There's another really cool technique I learned. I think it was Sylvia Brown, but maybe not. I don't know. I've been reading a lot of weird stuff lately. But basically, you set the intention. So whenever you're watching, you set the intention that your energy goes up to the sun, the reader's energy goes up to the sun, and you can include the audience as well, any other audience members, anybody else watching. It all goes up to the sun. So when you're trading energy, it's all cleansed by the light of the sun. Which is something I do in my own readings now, and I'm not as tired anymore. Very exciting stuff. I am open for readings. I am still on sale. So if you want to grab a reading, KirstenLangstonAuthor@gmail.com, hit me up. We are on sale for $275 an hour. That is a 1-hour live Zoom that I record for you, so you can have it for forever. I also am doing video readings. Those are a little bit cheaper. So if you're in a different time zone, you don't have a lot of time, you're feeling very shy, I record it, you send me all your questions, it's 1 hour, I record it, and then I send you the video that you can watch. And of course, keep at in your computer, you can download it. So if you're interested in those, hit me up. Let's get you on the schedule for June or possibly July. I'm trying to take a little bit of a break in the summertime. We'll see how it goes. All right, so first things first, the Supreme Court's doing a lot of stuff these days. I want to take a peek at the Trump immunity stuff. Now, I looked at it before, and I saw, it was going to be very wishy-washy. I don't think they're really going to give Trump what he wants. Oh, you have full immunity. But I think you're going to end up with this conservative majority being very wishy-washy about it. And it feels to me almost like it's a decision that isn't a real decision. Like they're going to say, no, the president can't have immunity over everything. But, you know what I mean? Like I feel like there's some kind of a qualifier, or they're leaving the door open for later interpretation. It's weird. It's going to be a weird one. One of the reasons, by the way, we are doing a recorded and not a live stream today. There's two reasons. Number one, a lot of you said you prefer the videos, which I'm all for. I love streaming with you guys and hanging with you guys. But a lot of people said they prefer the videos. And if you're liking what you're seeing, you want to join my Patreon or thirdeyechampagne.com for $11 a month. You get all of this and more. So much more. So that was number one. Reason number two, which is really interesting. So I am working on a brand new website. It's called allthepredictions.com. It's not up yet, so don't go looking for it. But on this website, I'm listing my predictions that I've made since 2017. So all of my public predictions I made since 2017. Not all of them. Some of them were too tedious. Some of them were right in the moment where it's like it doesn't matter now. But a lot of the big ones, well, all the big ones, hits and misses, everything's up there. But I will tell you this. I can tell the difference between me reading on live streams and me reading in videos. And I have to say, I'm nailing it more. I am more accurate when it's just me and the camera and not a chat and a bunch of energy rolling through, which I think I mentioned before. But I really see it. I can see it with the, and let me tell you something, I nailed some stuff. I said Kamala Harris, I said female VP. I didn't call Kamala Harris out, but I said there's a female vice president. I said that in 2017. I said Elizabeth Warren was going to run for president in 2017. I said Trump was going to be, this one blew my mind. I said Donald Trump would be impeached twice in 2017. I literally said there's going to be 2 impeachments. 2017. That's before anything went down. And it's like in hindsight, it's like, oh yeah, she said that. But when I'm, putting all this stuff on the website, I'm going, oh my God, Kirsten, oh my God. And the one that really got me in this last week, as I've been putting all this stuff on the website, I said in 2017, Mitch McConnell was sick and he didn't know it yet. How about that one? Like that one really blew my mind. I was going, oh my God, Kirsten, oh my God. Like you knew it, you called it, you nailed it. So, there's going to be a little bit more of these videos just because I have noticed, because they're all labeled, everybody that transcribed for me, and thank you to all those people that did transcribe for me. They got paid, but I just want to say thank you for doing that, because it was immensely helpful and really helps me kind of gauge where I am, what I'm doing, and how my accuracy levels are. But they list it. This is a live stream, this is a video. The live streams are fine. The live streams are good. There's good predictions on the live streams, but the videos are way more accurate. Way more. Johnny Depp, that one, that was another one that was just me and the camera. So you'll see more of these. I think it's good to do a really big mix. So, okay. Back to the Supreme Court and Donald Trump. Don is here in his cards. There he is. He's going to end up being disappointed. So there is a disappointment here. The Supreme Court wants to walk away from it. They don't, they agreed to hear it, which is interesting, but they don't want to have anything to do with it. Death card here. And then they want to walk away from it here as well. They're like, let's just be done. These are all cards of walking away and being done. They're like, let's just be done. This is a can of worms they don't want to mess with. So I don't think Donald Trump is going to get what he wants from this. However, I'm going to look at the decision. Right now I'm just looking at it from Trump's perspective. And it's like, he's got the fighting card. He's got the card of the beggar. He's not doing so hot. But I think the decision itself is going to be, like I said, wishy-washy. They're going to leave some kind of a door open. They're going to hedge their bets. Let's take a peek and see if that still stands. And then we'll look at the Trump hush money trial. I did a little channeling for Trump in the live stream for members of thirdEyeChampagne.com and patrons last week. And he's so bored. Donald Trump is so bored. He's bored and he's so irritable. He is such a grumpy grump. He's just like, he doesn't want to be there. He hates everybody there. He's convinced everybody hates him. He's like, there's a witch hunt. He's telling me all this stuff. So if you want to check it out again, you can become a member at thirdEyeChampagne.com or Patreon for $11 a month. And again, I just want to say thirdEyeChampagne.com, there is a problem with the thumbnails when you go to the shows tab. Okay, the shows still work. Just click on it. The show will come up. You can watch it. But it says, sorry, something's wrong. It's a thumbnail issue that I think I'm finally getting to the bottom of. I tell you what, I've been doing a lot of energy clearing on that website since, the person, if you're new here, I built a website primarily because I don't like having power in the hands of Patreon or YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. They can get rid of me whenever they want. They can ban me whenever they want. They can tell me I can't say certain things. That's why we do Zoom on Patreon and thirdEyeChampagne.com when we do those exclusives, because YouTube has taken my videos down, and they can do that. That's in the terms. They can do it. They've taken videos down without informing me. They have given me copyright strikes for, stuff that I shouldn't have gotten. They're not copyright, but channel strikes for things that I shouldn't have, because I was making fun of people that wouldn't take the vaccine, and they were like, they didn't get that I was kind of being a bitch, but they didn't get it. They were like, nope, you were actually like there's no sarcasm detected, basically. So anyway, that's part of the reason I built my website. Unfortunately, I was swindled by the person that built it, and I now have certain little things I have to go about and kind of fix and tweak. She ghosted me. She built me a faulty website. So we're in the process. I've been in the process of fixing it for years now. So, it works. It works just fine. It will work for you beautifully. everything. But these little things like this, the thumbnails aren't showing up right. It's these little things. So we're fixing it. We're working on it. But I've been clearing the website. I have been clearing it daily now. And it seems like the more I clear, the more I get this other person's swindler energy out of it, the better things seems to be, working out for me. So sidebar on that. All right, so Justice Roberts is showing up here. This guy doesn't know what to do. Roberts does not. Look at this. Look at Ron. He's just like, I don't know. And then look what's with him. He's like, I don't want to do. He doesn't want to deal with it. He doesn't. Like, he's the one that agreed to see it. He's like, yes, I will look at this immunity case. It's important. I got to look at it. But he's also like, I don't want to deal with this. He doesn't want to deal with it. He does not want to deal with it. This man is just giving me like a hell no. They are going to hedge their bets, and I think that's here. It's weird because they haven't really picked which way they want to go. So we have the decisions card here, and then it's coming in with that Ace of Cups, which is kind of like they haven't chosen the way that they're going to do this yet. They don't want to deal with it. Nobody wants to deal with it. They know they have to deal with it. They know they have to deal with it. They know they have to do this. They don't want to deal with it. So it's weird because the cards just show them walking away, which I don't think they can do. I mean, maybe they can toss it back to the lower courts. Maybe they can say, you know what, yeah, whatever, you guys deal with it. But I don't know that they want to do that because I don't know. It just feels very important to me. They're telling me every single one of them, conservative, liberal, whatever their slant is. They're telling me we don't want to do. We know it's important, but we also don't want to have to deal with this. But they know it's important because they don't want us to slide into something. Nobody wants us to slide into any kind of dictatorship. Not even Kavanaugh and Amy Coney Moni or whatever her name is. They don't. They really don't. So at the same time, though, it's weird because it's kind of like, well, we don't want to piss off. These people, they irritate me. They just irritate me. They don't want to deal with it's like you're not really a politician. You're a judge. You're not a politician. So like I get this sense of like we don't want to anger our base, or we don't want to anger Trump, or we don't want to anger the Republicans. And it's weird to me because it's kind of like, well, it's not your job. Your job is to interpret the law and do it well, hopefully, It's the weird. They want to walk away. It's the weirdest thing. So the cards are not showing me which way they're going to go. I mean, I think it's, like I said, I think it's weird. I think it's kind of shady. But they just want to walk away from it. So I don't know exactly how to interpret that in the face of what the Supreme Court is allowed to do. I don't know if they can say, yeah, again, hedging the bets. I don't know what they're allowed to do. If they can say, well, they can't have immunity, but for the rest of this question, we're going to kick it back to the appellate court. I don't know. All I know is these cards tell me they want to walk away. So I'm not entirely sure how to interpret them because I don't know exactly what they're allowed to do. I have no idea. Let's look at the Trump hush money case, which I'm not watching. It's just not my preferred. Is it televised? I feel like it's televised. Or I mean, the coverage obviously is televised if the trial itself is not. Maybe it's not televised. Maybe I made that up. Maybe it's a nightmare I had. So Pecker has been testifying, National Enquirer guy, and basically saying, yep, this is, we paid this money, they paid us that money to do this money to do that, blah, 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 blah. And Trump is a grump. He's just grumpy, Trumpy. That's what's going on with him right now. When I don't find him threatening my democracy, which he kind of still is, but, he's not as... I'd like to use a Junior Soprano phrase here, a blank hair away, okay? When he's not a blank hair away from, the presidency, being president, I should say a blank hair away from dictatorship, in the Oval Office, I find him more amusing than I do when I find him, more threatening. He's still a big threat, but something in me is able to have a large sigh of relief and kind of look at him, at the clown. He's a clown. At the end of the day, the poor guy. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well. He's a clown, And I am greatly amused by his grumpy channeling. He channeled so grumpy last week, you guys. I can't tell you, he was so irritable. It was just like grumpy old man, just like, I don't know why I'm here. These people are stupid. Everybody sucks. I mean, it was like he had low blood sugar. You know what I mean? It was like hypoglycemia. It was like, to hell with everyone. And it amused me, and it still amuses me. The fact that the man is on trial for like $133,000. He's supposed to be a billionaire, and he's on trial for $133,000. Like, it all amuses me. It's just very comical to me. So let's see how this guy's trial is going. Okay, my cards and I are in a little bit of a fight. We're in a little bit of a fight here. Whoever's prosecuting is doing a great job in that they are here. So this is basically the team of prosecutors. They're doing a really good job. They're here. They're coming in with the sword. They're not backing down. They're not playing around. It's going to be found that, yeah, this guy paid this woman off. Like whatever the charges are, they're going to say, yeah, you did it. You did it, buddy. The team is successful. I think that this man is successfully prosecuted, but the jury, I'm going to read on the jury. The jury might, this is interesting. The jury may say, oh no, we really couldn't. Because here's the money and here's the illusion card. This is the outcome. So I do wonder if the jury's going, we can't really say that, like, Trump actually, like, we know she was paid off, but did Trump really know about it? We can't figure he's guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. There's going to be some kind of, this is going to be called into question. So I think it's a very successful prosecution. I'm going to read on this jury. We are quite politics heavy today, which I usually, kind of try to mix it up, especially on the live streams. You guys like more celebrity stuff. Something's coming down around P. Diddy. This man's mobilizing for something. Speaking of celebrity, sorry, it just came through. But he's mobilizing for something. Watch, just wait and watch. He's mobilizing for something. He's not done. Guides are telling me he's not done. He's in for a long road. Very, very, very long road. Very long road. Russell Simmons might come back around. Stuff around him might come back around also. Guides are telling me so much more exposure in the music industry, in the Hollywood industry. They're talking about what Quiet on Set, which if you haven't seen, it's kind of harrowing. It's difficult to watch, but I think it's important to watch. They're telling me so much more. All this, they're like, it's a purge. There's so much more coming out. They're also telling me Hollywood, a lot of people are saying they can't get jobs. The studios aren't hiring. There's a reckoning. Oh, this is a biggie. There's a reckoning coming for Hollywood. And it's not just around, casting couch and, for lack of a better term, the mini casting couch. It's not just about those kinds of scandals. The guides are telling me the process, the way that Hollywood works, people it's like crumbling. People aren't going to do it anymore. That it's going to be a lot more independent stuff that are putting out really good films. That these big studios are not doing well. They're putting their eggs in all the wrong baskets, is what the guides are telling me. There's a reckoning coming. It seems slow to manifest, but we're going away from this like franchisee Marvel, DC. We're just making these franchisee blockbustery or all these remakes. Like we're going to be moving away from all of that. People don't really want it. It's just, I think they did, and they'll probably still do well. I'm not saying they wouldn't, but there's a shift coming. There's also a shift coming in the way that business is done. What is seen as viable, what is seen as commercial. Guides are telling me all of this. This is a biggie. There's a lot of new stuff that's going to be coming around, and a lot of stuff around TV. TV is going to be shifting quite a bit. Reality TV is going to be shifting quite a bit. That's a ways down the road, but lots of shifts coming here. Lots of shifts coming as far as Hollywood, what they're putting out, how they do business, who's in charge of what. I also think Zaslav's going to get fired at some point. He's going to drive that, whatever he's doing, he's going to drive it into the ground. It's not, he doesn't do well. And the energy around him is not good. He doesn't have good energy. So there's your Hollywood segue. All right. Dude, I think this jury is going to say we can't say it beyond a reasonable doubt. I don't think they're going to convict this guy. One jury member. I wonder if there's a hung jury. These are not good cards. These are not good cards. So again, okay, so here's the money. Here's Stormy. Okay, so we've got that established. Now here's the jury. So possibly based on the instructions that they get from the judge, I don't know, but here's your jury. Here's your courtroom. There it is. And again, we have the Seven of Cups. So to me, this card, it's illusion, delusion, but it's also, this is shifting sands. These cups are sitting on clouds. What I would want to see is something like this, where it's like, okay, we know exactly what we're doing. We're sturdy, we're steady, we can see everything. This, to me, this is not good. I think they're going to say we can't say beyond a reasonable doubt. The devil is in the cards on the jury. The tower is in the cards on the jury. My suspicion is that the prosecutors are going to have a really well done case. And I'm not sure, if this is one count or many counts. He has so many counts. I don't know what counts go to what trial. I really don't. I think that the prosecutors are going to do a very good job in making their case. That anybody in the world would be like, oh, that guy's guilty as shit. Looks like one jury might be a holdout, one jury member. King of Cups with the delay. Here, oops, over here. I don't know that Trumpy's going to get a full conviction here, but he's guilty as shit. This jury is interesting. Let's get Trumpy out, and then we'll move on. We're also going to look. So Meadows and Giuliani and a bunch of other people were just indicted, by the way, in Arizona. We're going to take a look at that. TikTok ban, college protests, and possible recession. There's rumblings. There's been lots of layoffs. Economic growth has slowed in the last 3 months in the United States. So we're going to look at a U.S. recession. We'll look at a global recession. I looked at this last week. I'm going to look again for you guys. This was a patron and member exclusive. All right, Trumpy, let's see. Are you convicted in this hush money case? I don't, something's screwy with this. This jury is screwy. There's something real screwy with this, you guys. I'm not kidding. I will say also one of the things I'm noticing, God, 2017 seems so long ago. I mean, it was, damn near 10 years ago. It just seems so long ago. I said it's going to take years for everything Trump has done to come out, for everything, for all the rights to be wronged, for justice to be served. I said it then. I said it in 2010, and we're still dealing with it. 7 years later, we're still in the thick of it, really. And I honestly feel like it's going to go more years. One of the things that irritates me, that I was totally wrong on, I said, this man doesn't stay in the White House. I mean, I was convinced of it. I was like, he doesn't finish the term. I was convinced of it. But, I now see what the mistake I made. And it was a mistake. It was a full-on mistake. I got to be careful when I interpret things. I have to stop doing that. When I saw the impeachment, I thought that meant he left. I saw an impeachment and I was like, he's going to leave. It's going to be like Nixon. He has to leave, I was wrong. I interpreted it, what I saw, completely incorrectly. And I made that statement over and over and over again. He can't finish the term. It's because I saw the impeachment. Oh, this is crazy to me. Look at that. 7 of Cups again. This is the outcome. So I ask, is Trump found guilty? in this trial. 7 of Cups, I don't think he is. I don't know that he is. He doesn't do well. These cards aren't good. He's carrying the burden. He's got the 5 of Pentacles here, which I would think, that might be a guilty verdict, but that's not the outcome card. The outcome card is the Temperance card and the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. That to me is not a guilty verdict. That to me, if I'm asking, am I guilty? Can you prove that I'm guilty beyond a reasonable doubt? And I get the 7 of Cups. The answer to that for me is no. No. And look at this. It's one of 2 jurors. So it might be both, but now we've got a woman showing up here. So you've got with the 2 of Pentacles. So you've got 2 people that may make this a hung jury. This is wild to me. All right, so let's look at, I haven't looked at him in a long time. Mr. Batshit crazy himself, Rudy Giuliani. Poor guy. I gotta feel sorry for these people. They're just, it's like if you just shut up, if you had just retired from being the mayor of New York and just went and lived your best life. Like, why did you have to go further? You're same with Trump. You should have been Uncle Donnie on The Apprentice until the day you died. And everybody would have loved you, and you never would have gotten, accused of things, convicted of things. You couldn't do it. You could not do it. You could not keep it in your pants. Just massive, massive self-undoing. Because I guess people like that, they really can't help themselves, Let's see how Giuliani fares. He's already got another trial on, right? He's got multiple things happening as well, I feel. This guy's I feel like he's going to run out of money. He's indicted, and that shows up here, but his cards aren't bad right now, I have to say. He's fighting for a good outcome on this one. And I think he might get it. I truly think he might get it. But I also wonder about his mental health. I wonder about even conservatorship. At some point, this guy is kind of running wild. Didn't the daughters kind of come out and say, he's not well? He's not. He's stressed out. I feel like this man needs to be restrained somehow. Hire a nurse, send him to the Bahamas, and let him just hang out on the beach all day, kind of thing. Let this guy go. He's not well. He needs help. I truly feel he needs help. Mentally, I just feel like he's in decline, pretty heavy decline mentally. He's not sharp. I feel like he used to be a real sharp guy, and he doesn't feel sharp to me. I get a lot of confusion off of him. And I think he's he's tired, he's stressed out, it's too much. It's too much, but he does feel very confused to me. All right, let's look at Mark Meadows. He was already convicted of something, wasn't he? Didn't he do a plea deal? I honestly can't keep these criminals straight. I can't keep them straight anymore, guys. They were all indicted for 2020 election stuff in Arizona. There's a few more people, but I have these two stooges down. A lot of people, if you want really juicy stuff, uncensored, and by uncensored, I don't mean, I'm cussing, although I do cuss. But I mean, there's just certain things on YouTube I can't talk about. They've taken those videos down or they strike me. It's not good. So there are certain subjects, certain words, keywords. I'm not going to use code words. I'm not a fucking child. I want to be able to say what I want to say. In order to do that, I put things behind a paywall. So if you're looking for stuff like that, especially if you want to know about Israel, Gaza, those kinds of hot button issues, you want to be with us on Patreon or thirdEyeChampagne.com. ThirdEyeChampagne.com gets more content just because it's built out to have more content. So you can do your own tarot readings over there. You can do as many as you want, tarot cards. It really works. Those tarot card readings at Third Eye Champagne, they really work. It's 3-card draw, and they really, really work. But you can also do a free one, by the way, if you're not signed up. You can do a 1-card draw as many times as you want there. But there's also Omen Dictionary, tarot card dictionaries if you're learning the cards, you want to know what certain cards mean. There's numerology dictionary over there. It's just a spell dictionary, so you can mess around with different spells. It's built out for more. But Patreon and ThirdEyeChampagne.com, they get essentially the same video content. There's no difference. It's all the same videos in all the same place. So if you're really wanting the videos, you can join either one. $11 gets you there. And my website is very secure. That's one of the things I have to say, because I don't take your financial information. That goes through Stripe or it goes through PayPal. And I have nothing to do with the money. So that's where you want to be if you want to get the real tea and be able to ask real questions. Because I can talk about the Diddy stuff only so much here. I can't get into the nitty gritty. YouTube is just not friendly, and Instagram has gotten rid of all the political content. They're not showing it to anybody anymore. And so again, if you want to see stuff, that's your best bet. And for me, it's like I said, I don't want to be censored. I want to be able to say what I want to say. I want to be able to look at the things that you guys want me to look at, in depth, and give you as much information as I can. It really reminds me, again, going through these predictions, I was very unfettered in the beginning. I'm watching the old videos, you guys. Old videos are so good. They're so good. Watching the old videos, I was totally unfettered. I had no idea what I was doing. Did I read the YouTube community guidelines? Probably, but then I ignored them. But, it's just, I'm reading on everything. I'm cussing. I'm doing whatever I want, but I'm using whatever language I want. I'm using whatever words I want. I'm referencing, certain world leaders without thinking, there might be repercussions. And you get down more. That's why I don't live stream on YouTube a lot anymore either. I feel like there's no point. You get closer to especially after 2020, 2021, 22, 23, you can see it. I'm just there's certain things I can't talk about. I won't talk about, it just irritates me. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of me and my soapbox. Meadows. Ooh. Mark Meadows is worried. It's weird. They might get Meadows and not get Giuliani. Meadows is worried about money too. There's money. I'll show you in his cards. This man is worried about money. Shows up here. He's here in his own cards. He's I don't know. He's worried about money. The Justice card is here. The Ace of Swords is here. Justice is served with Meadows. It's weird. It's almost like Meadows might get it more than Giuliani, which I don't even know if that's possible. But if I were Mark Meadows, I would be concerned. I would be. So they have banned TikTok. Now, that's not necessarily true. They keep calling it a ban. It's not yet a ban. It is a possible ban. So what's going on now is the federal government. This is so stupid of Biden. God bless Biden, but God, this is dumb. Every youth person. That's not a thing. Every young person I know is on TikTok. I am on TikTok. I love TikTok. I learn so much from there. You gotta fact check everything that you watch. But I tell you, there's some home remedies and stuff, some good makeup tips, those kinds of things. I love those. And I learn them all on TikTok. There's a history guy I follow. There's a history lady I follow. There's a psychologist I follow. Professors, these people, and they're just I love them. I learned so much from TikTok. It's one of my favorite, I think it might be my favorite social media app, really. And Congress and Joe Biden have decided to ban it. It looks to me like they are just trying to throw business towards Google and Meta. Okay, straight up. That's what it looks like to me, honestly. I don't think they give a shit about security because Meta and Google are taking all of our information all the time, and God knows what they're doing with it. Other data brokers are taking our information whenever we visit a certain website, Shine, Temu, all of that. They're taking all your information. Those are Chinese-based companies, and they don't seem to give a shit about them. But TikTok, that's a problem. It's weird. It's weird that they've picked on TikTok. It's not a good idea. It's just not a smart idea in an election year to do this. Joe Biden, it's just they never should have looked at this. And then they threw it in the aid package for Ukraine and Israel. I don't think we're going to see a TikTok ban. So TikTok has 9 months. Their parent company ByteDance has 9 months to sell TikTok to an American. I guess, I'm assuming an American. They don't want anybody Chinese to own it, so I'm assuming they have to sell it to an American, which is just crazy to me that they're trying to force somebody to sell this app. They're going to go to court. We're going to court, and I see that here. So they're going to go to court. Right now, I don't think there is a ban. Right now, the cards looking for TikTok are looking really nice. So, I mean, this seems insane to me. But it was just dumb. It's just a dumb move. And I feel that not only on an intellectual plane, but on a psychic plane. It was just not a smart move. It was not a smart move. It was not smart. I don't think it's going anywhere. I'm going to put one more spread on it. You know what's weird? It might go away and come back. It might go away and come back. I will say this. I want to ask if there's a better way to do this. Let me see. Let's ask this way. Will Americans still be able to access the TikTok app in the next, I don't know, we'll just say 2026. Just throw a random out there here and see if are Americans still able to access the TikTok app by 2026. Guides are telling me this drags out. It goes much longer than they think. 9 months is not a thing. Somehow there's an extension, and then guides are telling me this app will change though. There's something about it that will change. So I don't know if they have to sell. They're not giving me that information. They're saying the app changes. You have to be aware the app is going to change. It's just not going to be as good. So I do wonder if they sell it now, because I'm like, well, why would they voluntarily change their app, the algorithm? That's their thing. It's a really good app. I have to say. I do have to say. It's one of the best ones out there. I hate social media, but it's like watching teeny tiny little TV shows. And you can watch all sorts of stuff on there. I'm on there. My predictions are on there. I hang out on there. But it's also just, like I said, very informative. No, what is this? So I'm asking, will they be able to access the app? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. I wonder about, these are good cards. I mean, these are this is the home environment. So I'm going to say yes. But the end cards are a little interesting. Death and Justice. Those are my 2 end cards. Let's look and see if this hurts Joe Biden. It's just not a smart move. It's not a smart move for Congress either, quite frankly. It just shows them as super out of touch. They don't understand what they're doing. I mean, I get it. And I'm sure there's going to be half a dozen people in the comments. Oh, you don't understand. They're selling information to China. No, they're not giving information to China. That's well documented. Could they? Yes, but so could anybody else. So that's why it doesn't make any sense to me. Meta could turn around and give China a bunch of information. Other sites probably already are. So that's why it makes no sense to me why TikTok is the redheaded stepchild. They're using it to get our information. They're using it to influence elections. That didn't happen on Facebook with the Russians. They didn't shut Facebook down. They didn't tell Facebook they had to sell it because they ran it incorrectly. So I'm saying it's all kind of weird. It's all a little strange to me. why this, why now? I think it's reversed. It feels like it goes away and comes back or something. It's very strange. But the guides are for sure telling me that app is going to change, and it's like not for the better. This is like the end of the TikTok heyday. People aren't going to be happy with it. Within like, I don't know, my timing's not the best, but I would say 3 years. Whoa. Okay, I don't know that it hurts Joe Biden, but it didn't help. It didn't help. Listen, it's showing Trump coming in with a sword. That's what's interesting to me in these cards. So asking, does it hurt Joe Biden's chance of re-election? It's showing Trump coming in with a sword. Which, is he coming in on his white horse to rescue us all and give us back TikTok? Like, I don't know, but it handed something to Trump. A weapon, I suppose. It's a sword, right? It handed something to Trump. Devil is here. Wasn't the best move. I don't know that it's going to, damage anything majorly. Okay, let's take a peek. We're going to be looking at, so we've got in the U.S. a bunch of college students protesting, and they are I don't want to say the word because it's YouTube. I don't want to say it. We'll just say we've got protesters. All right. I don't want to use the trigger words. I will say this too. It's hard to read when you're trying to censor yourself at the same time. It is. It's not. It doesn't make it easy. And, other readers may be able to get away with saying other things. But I was 100% shadow banned. And I think it's still in effect, to be quite frank. I can still pinpoint the day. I can still pinpoint it. 2018. I'm getting thousands, literally thousands upon thousands of subscribers a month, which was like unheard of. My channel was growing so fast, it was insane. And then, boom, one day everything stopped. And it never started back up. So other readers might be able to say certain things. I think, Violetta ran into a similar problem. I don't know if she's still having it. She's having a bunch of slow growth now. I don't know. But I know she ran into a similar issue. She was like, everything was going fine. I'm getting all these subs, thousands, and everything's great, and subs. And then she had, nothing. It was just like no growth. Okay, so we got the students here. Ooh, this is interesting. They're kicking kids out. I think in Colombia, they actually kicked kids out. The students are showing up here in their cars. Here's the kiddos. There they are. They're all here, except for a Page of Swords, but they're all here. They're hanging out. They are disappointed. Colleges are interesting because they're here also in the cards. It's colleges right there. They're coming in with that illusion delusion card, so it's like they don't know what they're doing. These colleges don't know what they're doing. One way or another, they've got it wrong. Whether they're expelling people or trying to protect people or saying you're this and you're that, whatever, they've got it all wrong. They don't know what they're doing. So, unfortunately for them. The kids are disappointed. The kids are like, this is all crap. And it didn't do anything. So essentially, I think they're doing this for their own moral compass, which is great. But if they're expecting some kind of big, oh yeah, we screwed up, at the end of the day, they don't matter much, these protests. Like, they don't influence policy. They don't influence politicians. Also, the guides are saying they got to be careful not to get hurt. It feels like there's people aching to cause trouble. So they got to be careful not to get hurt. All right, last but not least, let's take a peek at the U.S. recession. This is fun, isn't it? Oh, a peek at the U.S. recession. And one of the big things I really liked with these old videos that I'm going through, which I kind of stopped doing because it was like I was just trying to get videos up. But I was doing a lot of jump cuts, and it kind of made the videos a little bit more, I don't know, zippy. I can't do that today because I don't have the time, and I want this to come out to you guys on time. But I think I'm gonna start going back to some jump cuts too. I'm kind of having an auntie renaissance. I'm having an old, Third Eye Champagne. Might go back to that blue wall. I'm having a little bit of a renaissance, and I'm feeling it, y'all. Loving it. You guys like my Carrie Fisher? They're kind of Carrie Fisher glasses. They're not quite right, but. Okay. Whew. Yeah, listen. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, all right. Everybody sit tight. Oh, boy. Okay, very nuanced cards. Okay, so here we go. And there's a download coming in on this. All right. I would like to point out, by the way, okay, 2017. I also, in 2017, I never predicted the thing that happened in 2020. Not that I know of. I haven't gone through all the predictions yet, but I don't see it. I don't see, a big Sylvia Brown-esque, by the way, I don't see it. But I kept saying there is going to be a massive economic problem. Global. So that was the fallout from Rona. That was it. I was predicting it in 2017. So it was, 3, maybe even 4 years out. I was saying, watch your money. Well, listen, I'm telling you, watch your money right now. This is short term. So I don't think it's very long term, and I'll tell you why. So first of all, God, U.S. economy. We'll look at global, but I've got Joe Biden here, the 10 swords in the back. This is not good. He's concerned. Okay, so I know he keeps coming out. Oh, we created so many jobs. Economy's booming. Everything's great. No, he knows. He's concerned. That is here. He is watching this economy to see what it's going to do. Everybody's kind of paying attention here. We're all watching. We're all paying attention. He knows we're teetering on the edge. They are really trying to not kick us into a recession. They're trying, which is funny because they're not going to lower the interest rates. Give it some time because they're going to lower them pretty soon. Fairly soon. We're just sitting here. I'm telling you, they're all just watching. God, don't tip into a recession. Right now, short term, I don't love the 10 swords in the back. I think we're going to see a little bit of this is what I was calling it in 2017, a dip. A little bit of a dip. I think we're going to see we're already having it. Like I said, I've been saying this. We've been having money problems since the end of, it never really ended, did it? But, since we sort of bounced back, I guess I'll call it a bounce back from, the thing. It does get worse. I want to put more spread on this. I'm going to put more spread on this. I'm a little hungry. I'm going to put another spread down. It's like boop, boop. Like it's rough. It's rough. I wouldn't mess around for the rest of 24. I wouldn't. I really, really wouldn't. Economically speaking, kind of hold on to your money, save your money. The guides are showing me there's more layoffs coming. That's U.S. and globally a little bit, yes, but it's U.S. kind of specific. I know the UK is also having money problems. The guides are telling me those are going to persist as well. So watch it. But the end cards are okay. So I'm like, okay, so we bounce. Like it's going to be a bounce. But I'm not in love with it. I want to put one more spread down. I'm telling you to watch your money. Biden knows. This man's sitting here with those 10 swords going, oh, shit. He knows. I would say Joe Biden needs to hydrate more. I don't think he's peeing enough. I don't think Joe's peeing enough. Joe, I hope that you are well hydrated. Everybody likes to clown on Trumpy. Grumpy Trumpy. He's so grumpy. That courtroom channel, he was just like, I hate everybody. It was like channeling a 2-year-old. Oh my God. Everybody likes to clown on Trump. And he is kind of a clown. He really is. But there's always that part of me that just feels like sorry for him. I don't know why. I'm like that with everybody. You're talking about somebody who read on Charles Manson and was like, this guy could have been a contender. Like, show me U.S. economy. Show me money. Show me the money. I want to see the money. I want to see how the people are doing. Nah. Hold on to your money. Just sit tight. Hold on to the money. My timing, which and this is evident looking back at some of these predictions, because I'm like, it's right away. It's going to happen right now. Fucking 3 years later. So my timing might be a little bit off. So definitely, it's always hit or miss. And when I hit it, man, I hit it. And sometimes I've hit it within a day. There are some of those predictions where I said, oh, volcano is going to, erupt. And bam, it would happen within a week. I predicted a hurricane, one of the big hurricanes. And it was like, I predicted it to the month. I was like, it's going to, and this is a while ago, it's going to be in September. Bam, there it is, hurricane. And I said exactly where it was going to hit, which is crazy to me. I mean, I'm like, I'm very proud of myself. I have to tell you guys, I'm very, very, very proud of myself looking back at some of these old predictions and knowing how well I did. But the timing could be a little bit off economy-wise, so hold on to your money. Sit tight. Oh, yeah. Growth is slowing, and I see that here. And then we see our old friend, the lady. She's here with this Two of Pentacles. So we see that she's kind of the one that's like been messing with our economy, which we knew. It's going to be okay. So end card again. Very nice end card. All right. But it's tricky for a while. Just hang on to your cash. Just hang on. I don't know that we're going to go into a full recession. I don't. But it's slow. It's just this really kind of slow decline. So maybe it does take longer than I think, but it's very slow. Very much for at least 2024, I would kind of sit on my money and not get crazy with it. Let's look at global economy before I dip out. Once again, before I leave, I do want to say, I am open for readings. Hit me up if you want to get one. They are on sale. And like I said, if you're enjoying this content, you want more like this, Patreon or thirdeyechampagne.com is the place to be. It's $11 a month. It's very, very cheap. You get a ton of stuff. You get videos like this. You get live streams like this. Yes, we look at politics. Yes, we look at celebrities. Yes, and then I have all these videos on weird stuff too. We've got paranormal videos. And the archives are all there too. So, you hear me talk about all these old videos. You're like, I got to go back and watch that. They're all there. Because YouTube, I take so much stuff down off YouTube, you guys. If you're not finding stuff, you're like, I know she read on it. I know she did it. It's on thirdeyechampagne.com. It may not be on Patreon because some of that stuff is so old and YouTube just took it down. It's like I'm scrolling through 7 years worth of things on Patreon. Patreon's not, to me, user-friendly on my end as a creator that uses it. Ooh. So if you're looking for archives, I think thirdeyechampagne.com is your best bet. But we'd love to have you come over and hang out with us. It's such a sweet, uplifting, kind community of people. And it's very friendly to lurkers. I'm a lurker. It's very friendly. You can just hop on and watch the thing. You don't have to comment. You don't have to do anything. Watch your money. I'll tell you globally, the global economy looks worse than the U.S. economy, but I'm telling you right now, look at this. We got money. We've got the tower. We've got illusion, delusion, and the guilty card. Rich is going to get richer. Poor is going to get poorer. That's going to be continuing to happen. We have, this is a very interesting card combination because we're talking about some people will retain their money, likely the really rich ones. Other people, they're going to be struggling. There's a dividing card between these two, which is really interesting. We got the 10 swords in the back. We got the burden card here. And then we have, again, same kind of thing where it's like, okay, here we are, 6 of Pentacles, the card of the beggar again. So, people are doling out money. You know what I mean? It's like, it's stingy. The money is stingy. This is a stingy money card, but it does come in with the 3, which says to me, that's probably not going to last that long. But I'm telling you right now, just sit tight, hold on to your money. Right now, it feels to me like we could just sort of, it would be weird. I don't know that it's in stone. I do want you to watch your money, but I feel like if we tumble into this, it's literally like one day everybody thinks everything's fine, and the next day it's like, nope, bam, we're done, recession, everybody's screwed. Layoffs, they're just happening and happening, and it's one of those. So just be very careful with your money right now. Put stuff in savings, take care of yourselves, and wait it out. Just wait it out. Because to me, like I said, it looks like it's a dip, but who knows how long that could be. Do you know what I mean? It could be 6 months where people are like, oh boy, it could be a year. It's a minor, it's kind of, I don't want to say minor. It doesn't go on it's not the Depression. It doesn't go on for like 10 years straight. But just be careful. Careful with the money. All right, my friends, that's it. That's going to do it for me. The king is demanding God knows what, but he's just slaps the walls. Like when dogs, like they hit something to go outside. Yeah, so now he just like walks around, slaps random walls because he wants my attention. Like, so he's slapping the wall right now. I gotta go. So, all right, my friends, I will see you very, very soon. I will see you next week. If you are a member, no, I will see all of you next week because it's the 1st of May. Well, there you go. All right, friends. Mwah!